You have a superpower you do not know about. Right now, your immune system is fighting a war on thousands of fronts simultaneously, destroying threats with a precision and brutality that would make any military strategist weep with envy. And every single day, it identifies and kills between 1,000 and 10,000 cancer cells inside your body before they can form a tumor. You have had cancer hundreds of thousands of times in your life. Your immune system just never let it win. Let me take you inside the most sophisticated defense system in the known universe. Your body is under constant attack. Every breath you take pulls in thousands of bacteria, viruses, fungal spores, and other pathogens. Every surface you touch is crawling with potential invaders. Every meal you eat introduces foreign organisms into your gut. You are, from a microbiological perspective, a warm, wet, nutrient-rich paradise that every pathogen on Earth wants to colonize. The only thing stopping them is your immune system, and it is breathtakingly violent. The first line of defense is your innate immune system, the rapid response force that has been protecting organisms for over 500 million years. When a pathogen breaches your skin or mucous membranes, it encounters a kill zone. Macrophages, which literally means big eaters in Greek, are cells that roam your tissues looking for anything that does not belong. When they find a bacterium, they engulf it completely, trapping it inside a bubble called a phagosome. Then they flood that bubble with enzymes and reactive oxygen species that literally dissolve the invader alive. The process takes about an hour to complete for a single bacterium. A single macrophage can eat and destroy about 100 pathogens before it dies from the accumulated damage of its own chemical weapons. But macrophages are the blunt instrument. The real masterpiece of biological engineering is the adaptive immune system, and specifically, the killer T cell. When your body encounters a new pathogen it has never seen before, it takes about a week for the adaptive immune system to mount a full response. During that week, specialized cells called dendritic cells capture fragments of the invader and carry them through your lymphatic system to your lymph nodes, where they present these fragments to billions of T cells. Each T cell is genetically programmed to recognize one specific molecular pattern out of the trillions of possible patterns that could exist. Your body produces T cells with an estimated 100 million to 1 billion different receptor configurations. It is essentially running a lottery, generating an astronomical number of random keys in the hope that one of them will fit the lock presented by whatever pathogen has invaded. When a T cell finds its match, it activates, and what happens next is controlled biological mayhem. That single T cell divides rapidly, producing thousands of identical clones of itself, all programmed to hunt and destroy cells infected with that specific pathogen. Killer T cells do not engulf their targets like macrophages do. They are more surgical than that. They dock with an infected cell, inject it with proteins called perforins that punch holes in its membrane like a biological drill, then deliver enzymes called granzymes through those holes that trigger the cell to commit suicide through a controlled process called apoptosis. The infected cell dismantles itself from the inside out, packaging its contents neatly for cleanup. Clean, efficient, devastating. And after the threat is eliminated, most of those T cell clones die off. But a small population survives as memory T cells, living for decades, sometimes your entire life, ready to mount an immediate, overwhelming response if that same pathogen ever appears again. This is why you get chickenpox once, but not twice. Your immune system remembered. And it will remember for the rest of your life. Here is where it gets dark. Cancer is your own cells going rogue. A mutation disables the normal growth controls, and a cell starts dividing uncontrollably. But your immune system has a surveillance program specifically designed for this scenario. Natural killer cells, a specialized class of immune cells, patrol your body looking for cells that have lost their normal surface markers, a hallmark of cancerous transformation. When they find one, they destroy it using the same perforin granzyme mechanism as killer T cells. Studies have consistently shown that people with weakened immune systems develop cancer at dramatically higher rates than the general population. Organ transplant recipients who take immunosuppressive drugs have 2 to 5 times the normal cancer risk. The immune system is not just fighting infections. It is performing constant quality control on every cell in your body, executing any that show signs of going rogue. The problem is that cancer cells evolve. Through random mutations, some cancer cells develop ways to hide from immune surveillance, to disguise themselves as normal cells, or to actively suppress immune responses in their immediate vicinity by secreting chemical signals that tell nearby immune cells to stand down. The ones that survive immune detection are, by definition, the ones that are best at evading your defenses. Cancer is not just a disease. It is an evolutionary arms race happening inside your body, between your immune system and rogue cells that are constantly adapting to escape destruction. And right now, the most promising frontier in cancer treatment, immunotherapy, works by taking the brakes off your immune system and letting it attack tumors with its full, unrestricted fury. Checkpoint inhibitors, CAR T-cell therapy, cancer vaccines, these are not inventing new weapons. They are unleashing the ones you were born with. Your immune system has been saving your life every second of every day since the moment you were born. It has fought millions of battles on your behalf and won almost every single one. And it never asked for